spend your college life at. Here in the University of San Jose Recoletos, you can feel at home. Here, you're not just a student, you're family.
Studying for your bachelor's degree has never been more fun. Right? With the memories that you'll surely make with your best friends along the way.
And the winner is contestant number 4.
You can make your college life the best part of your life. Here at the University of San Jose Recoletos.
We inspire, and that's not all. We believe in quality Christian community-oriented education. We transform our lives and transform others. Here at Usj-R, we have over 12 colleges and departments. We have a diverse range of students coming from different parts of the country and the world.
Now you know where you're going to spend your college life at, but what's going to be the best degree program for you?
The College of Engineering offers high-quality training and high-tech facilities. So, if you're looking for a stable engineering career after graduation, it's easy at Usj-R.
Wow! The College of Information, Computer and Communication Technology has innovativeness at heart, with its students winning national awards for the best smartphone apps. The future is truly now at CICCP.
The College of Nursing is equipped with advanced facilities to give you a feel of the real world. The service-oriented trainings in Usj-R make our nursing graduates in demand.
Education graduates from Usj-R go on to make an impact and positive changes in the society. You too can soon make an important difference to the lives of your future students.
Discover new horizons in the different fields of knowledge and maximize your skills in communication in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Usj-R's College of Commerce leads by example by consistently producing top-notchers in board exams. With high-quality training, your keen sense of good business practices will help you become successful in the business industry.
But it's definitely more fun in Usj-R because there's so much more that you can do. And get a scholarship doing what you love.
Whether you're in engineering or nursing, you can still have time for your favorite hobbies. You can dance, sing, write, and serve, and become an athlete. You also get scholarships if your grades meet the requirements. Usj-R also offers the Reed Scholarships for working students.
Because in Usj-R, we believe in our values to inspire others in the face of adversity. We put God in the center of everything that we do by helping others and answering the call to serve, by being thoughtful and truthful in the things we do, by going beyond our limitations, and by being the best versions of ourselves for the best of our community.
In Usj-R, college life is more than just studying.
It's definitely going to be the best part of your life.
Because in Usj-R, we
inspire. Adelante!
They say college life is the best part of your life. But where are you going to spend your college life at? Here in the University of San Jose Recoletos, you can feel at home. Here, you're not just a student, you're family.
Studying for your bachelor's degree has never been more fun. Right? With the memories that you'll surely make with your best friends along the way.
And the winner is contestant number 4.
You can make your college life the best part of your life here at the University of San Jose Recoletos.
We inspire, and that's not all. We believe in quality Christian community-oriented education. We transform our lives and transform others. Here at Usj-R, we have over 12 colleges and departments. We have a diverse range of students coming from different parts of the country.
Your college life at, but what's going to be the best degree program for you?
The College of Engineering offers high-quality training and high-tech facilities. So, if you're looking for a stable engineering career after graduation, it's easy at Usj-R.
Wow! The College of Information, Computer and Communication Technology has innovativeness at heart, with its students winning national awards for the best smartphone apps. The future is truly now at CICCP.
The College of Nursing is equipped with advanced facilities to give you a feel of the real world. The service-oriented trainings in Usj-R make our nursing graduates in demand.
Education graduates from Usj-R go on to make an impact and positive changes in the society. You too can soon make an important difference to the lives of your future students.
Discover new horizons in the different fields of knowledge and maximize your skills in communication in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Usj-R's College of Commerce leads by example by consistently producing top-notchers in board exams. With high-quality training, your keen sense of good business practices will help you become successful in the business industry.
But it's definitely more fun in Usj-R because there's so much more that you can do. And get a scholarship doing what you love.
Whether you're in engineering or nursing, you can still have time for your favorite hobbies. You can dance, sing, write, and serve, and become an athlete. You also get scholarships if your grades meet the requirements. Usj-R also offers the Reed Scholarships for working students.
Because in Usj-R, we believe in our values to inspire others in the face of adversity. We put God in the center of everything that we do by helping others and answering the call to serve, by being thoughtful and truthful in the things we do, by going beyond our limitations, and by being the best versions of ourselves for the best of our community.
In Usj-R, college life is more than just studying.
It's definitely going to be the best part of your life.
Because in Usj-R,
We inspire. Adelante!
They say college life is the best part of your life. But where are you going to spend your college life at? Here in the University of San Jose Recoletos, you can feel at home. Here, you're not just a student, you're family.
Studying for your bachelor's degree has never been more fun. Right? With the memories that you'll surely make with your best friends along the way.
And the winner is contestant number 4.
You can make your college life the best part of your life here at the University of San Jose Recoletos.
We inspire, and that's not all. We believe in quality Christian community-oriented education. We transform our lives and transform others. Here at Usj-R, we have over 12 colleges and departments. We have a diverse range of students coming from different parts of the country and the world.
Now you know where you're going to spend your college life at, but what's going to be the best degree program for you?
The College of Engineering offers high-quality training and high-tech facilities. So, if you're looking for a stable engineering career after graduation, it's easy at Usj-R.
Wow! The College of Information, Computer and Communication Technology has innovativeness at heart, with its students winning national awards for the best smartphone apps. The future is truly now at CICCP.
The College of Nursing is equipped with advanced facilities to give you a feel of the real world. The service-oriented trainings in Usj-R make our nursing graduates in demand.
Education graduates from Usj-R go on to make an impact and positive changes in the society. You too can soon make an important difference to the lives of your future students.
Discover new horizons in the different fields of knowledge and maximize your skills in communication in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Usj-R's College of Commerce leads by example by consistently producing top-notchers in board exams. With high-quality training, your keen sense of good business practices will help you become successful in the business industry.
But it's definitely more fun in Usj-R because there's so much more that you can do. And get a scholarship doing what you love.
Whether you're in engineering or nursing, you can still have time for your favorite hobbies. You can dance, sing, write, and serve, and become an athlete. You also get scholarships if your grades meet the requirements. Usj-R also offers the Reed Scholarships for working students.
Because in Usj-R, we believe in our values to inspire others in the face of adversity. We put God in the center of everything that we do by helping others and answering the call to serve, by being thoughtful and truthful in the things we do, by going beyond our limitations, and by being the best versions of ourselves for the best of our community.
In Usj-R, college life is more than just studying.
It's definitely going to be the best part of your life.
Because in Usj-R,
We inspire. Adelante!
They say college life is the best part of your life. But where are you going to spend your college life at? Here in the University of San Jose-Recoletos, you can feel at home. Here, you're not just a student, you're family.
Studying for your bachelor's degree has never been more fun. With the memories that you'll surely make with your best friends along the way.
And the winner is contestant number 4.
You can make your college life the best part of your life here at the University of San Jose, Recoletos.
We inspire, and that's not all. We believe in quality Christian, community-oriented education. We transform our lives and transform others. Here at Usj-R, we have over 12 colleges and departments. We have a diverse range of students coming from different parts of the country and the world.
Now you know where you're going to spend your college life at, but what's going to be the best degree program for you?
The College of Engineering offers high-quality training and high-tech facilities. So, if you're looking for a stable engineering career after graduation, it's easy at Usj-R.
Wow! The College of Information, Computer and Communication Technology has innovativeness at heart, with its students winning national awards for the best smartphone apps. The future is truly now at CICCP.
The College of Nursing is equipped with advanced facilities to give you a feel of the real world. The service-oriented trainings in Usj-R make our nursing graduates in demand.
Education graduates from Usj-R go on to make an impact and positive changes in the society. You too can soon make an important difference to the lives of your future students.
Discover new horizons in the different fields of knowledge and maximize your skills in communication in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Usj-R's College of Commerce leads by example by consistently producing top-notchers in board exams. With high-quality training, your keen sense of good business practices will help you become successful in the business industry.
But it's definitely more fun in Usj-R because there's so much more that you can do. And get a scholarship doing what you love.
Whether you're in engineering or nursing, you can still have time for your favorite hobbies. You can dance, sing, write, and serve, and become an athlete. You also get scholarships if your grades meet the requirements. Usj-R also offers the Reed Scholarships for working students.
Because in Usj-R, we believe in our values to inspire others in the face of adversity. We put God in the center of everything that we do by helping others and answering the call to serve, by being thoughtful and truthful in the things we do, by going beyond our limitations, and by being the best versions of ourselves for the best of our community.
In Usj-R, college life is more than just studying.
It's definitely going to be the best part of your life.
Because in Usj-R,
We inspire. Adelante!
They say college life is the best part of your life. But where are you going to spend your college life at? Here in the University of San Jose Recoletos, you can feel at home. Here, you're not just a student, you're family.
Studying for your bachelor's degree has never been more fun, right? With the memories that you'll surely make with your best friends along the way.
And the winner is contestant number 4.
You can make your college life the best part of your life here at the University of San Jose Recoletos.
We inspire, and that's not all. We believe in quality Christian community-oriented education. We transform our lives and transform others. Here at Usj-R, we have over 12 colleges and departments. We have a diverse range of students coming from different parts of the country and the world.
Now you know where you're going to spend your college life at, but what's going to be the best degree program for you?
The College of Engineering offers high-quality training and high-tech facilities. So, if you're looking for a stable engineering career after graduation, it's easy at Usj-R.
Wow! The College of Information, Computer and Communication Technology has innovativeness at heart, with its students winning national awards for the best smartphone apps. The future is truly now at CICCP.
The College of Nursing is equipped with advanced facilities to give you a feel of the real world. The service-oriented trainings in Usj-R make our nursing graduates in demand.
Education graduates from Usj-R go on to make an impact and positive changes in the society. You too can soon make an important difference to the lives of your future students.
Discover new horizons in the different fields of knowledge and maximize your skills in communication in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Usj-R's College of Commerce leads by example by consistently producing top-notchers in board exams. With high-quality training, your keen sense of good business practices will help you become successful in the business industry.
But it's definitely more fun in Usj-R because there's so much more that you can do. And get a scholarship doing what you love.
Whether you're in engineering or nursing, you can still have time for your favorite hobbies. You can dance,
of the Usj-R College of Education, and I will be your host for tonight. But before everything else, may I request everyone to please close their eyes as we have our opening prayer.
Gil, patay na ilaw.
On earth as it is in heaven, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Once again, good morning, everyone. It is another full, meaningful, and productive Friday night with the Usj-R College of Education. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our third session of the second series edition of this Learn at Home webinar series. Let us not keep you guys waiting and let us open this evening by welcoming one of our young and smart faculty member who was also a speaker for one of the sessions for the first edition to give us the opening remarks tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, click your hearts and like buttons for Mr. Benedict Candia.
Thank you so much, Sir Jury. Good evening, participants. In this trying time, we opt to innovate ways to provide ourselves with the exigency of our lives. The current pandemic resulted in stringent protocols promulgated by the government that results in underemployment and unemployment to various workers. This situation justifies the link between our exigency and our desire to learn. For instance, business owners and entrepreneurs are re-strategizing their concepts of marketing and selling their products. Online businesses, mobile applications, social media, and various online platforms are blooming in terms of our economic strata. Justifiably, the continuum of learning includes all cognitive, affective, and behavioral change throughout a lifetime as the new experience modifies existing paradigms. In educational contexts, the challenge is how do we promote a continuum of learning in this trying time? Furthermore, educational administrators and stakeholders should reconsider innovate solutions in conducting training in the new educational paradigm for teaching and learning instructions. Hence, educators should invest first in the online pedagogies, distant learning modalities, and re-strategizing in the new normal. With that, our timely topic for tonight, entitled Making Homeschooling and Distant Learning Fun and Innovative, will give us explicit information on how to cope up with trends and effective strategies in the new normal. With this in mind, educators should be the catalyst for substantial change and empowerment of learning through creating a brighter solution rather than prevailing our current problem. The challenge now is how do we promote a continuum of learning in this trying time? To have additional ideas and to answer that question, the USJR College of Education collaborated with international speakers that will give you the best tools and strategies in teaching and learning process in the distant learning. By joining our webinar session, we are actually allowing ourselves to have a continuous learning in the educational context. So sit back and enjoy. Thank you and adelante.
Thank you so much, Mr. Candia, for giving your thoughtful welcome remarks to all who are attending this webinar tonight. Now, to give us a little bit of information about what is the webinar all about, let us welcome the ever-dynamic and the dashing chairman of the Physical Department of the College of Education, Ms. Jennifer Raganas, to give the rationale.
Thank you, Sir Jory. Good evening to each and everyone, and welcome to the University of San Jose Recoletos College of Education Learn at Home webinar series with the theme Maintaining a Stress-Free Lifestyle while Reinventing Teaching and Learning Paradigms in the New Normal. For everyone's knowledge and attention, the host, Usj-R College of Education, is located in Cebu City, Philippines, and is recognized by the Commission in Higher Education as the Center of Excellence in Teacher Education in the region. We thank you for your enormous response and participation to our previous webinar series that inspired us to continue to share our gifts and expertise for those who want to learn at the comforts of their homes. We gathered around 5,000 views to 7,000 and 7,400 views to 10,000, 12,000, 16,000, and 39,000, and as far as 43,000 and 17,900 views to prove that we have been connecting with you all for this learning opportunity. Hence, aside from learning at home, you will also be receiving several perks for joining the series. First is you acquire new learning in the comforts of your home. Second, you can share them in your respective learning groups. Third, you receive a certificate of participation for every topic that you have attended. And lastly, you will also receive a certificate of completion once you finish the 4 webinar series for this month. I'm sure that all of you are excited for our session tonight, so sit back, relax, and have fun while learning. Thank you, and good evening.
Thank you so much, Miss Raganas. I do hope that all of you are enlightened and excited for the webinar tonight. Before we proceed on the webinar proper, I am going to share to you some house rules in order for our webinar to be ordered and fruitful. So here are the house rules. First, make sure to keep your microphones mute at all times, unless you are asked to unmute it. Second, it is recommended that you also keep your webcams off so that we will have a lighter traffic in our webinar. Questions will be entertained only during the open forum, which will be done after all the talks. If you have questions, please leave a comment on the Usj-R COE hallway page, live video in YouTube, or you may chat your questions if you are using Zoom. Thank you. So if you are watching via Facebook Live, if you can hear me, please hit the heart or the like button. If you are here with me through Zoom, please use your reaction buttons and give me a thumbs up. Wow, thank you so much. And also, we have our new platform, which is the YouTube Live. Kindly like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Now, since you are all set, let us begin the night session on making homeschooling and distance learning fun and innovative by introducing our highly esteemed guest speakers. Our first talk is entitled Parents-Teachers Partnership, Supporting Child's Education in the New Normal. The first speaker is a 2012 Coalition for Better Education Outstanding Member, a 2012 Global Filipino Teacher Awardee, 2013 Outstanding School Paper Advisor of the Philippines. She is the 2018 Philippines representative to Microsoft's Global E2 Summit in Singapore. 2018 to present, the Cultural Exchange Teach USA Program Microsoft Ambassador Fellow. And in 2012, she is the Metro Bank Outstanding Teacher. In 2015, she is the IELEP Fulbright Fellow and the 2009 Metro Bank ACES Awardee. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dr. Marivy Lim.
Hi, good morning from here and magandang gabi Pilipinas.
Good evening, ma'am.
It is a pleasure, to work with you this morning. So here we go. Here's our slide. Okay, so this evening I will be sharing to you about parent-teachers partnership. So let's enjoy the journey. This is really exciting as we empower our parents to be our partners, especially supporting their children's education in the new normal. Okay, so we focus about our child as a learner, an active learner, with the partnership of the parents and of course the teacher as facilitator. So let's look at the overview of our session tonight. Okay, what's in? So empowering partnership. This is the focus of our 30-minute session with me. So we're going to discuss the overview about parent-teachers partnership, and then the supports I'm talking about here I provided you three. So partnership with parents to establish a community, the three C's of parent-teacher partnership, and of course the five strategies of ways to support parents during remote learning. Okay. So when we talk about partnership, sanay na tayo niyan, ano? So, kailangan partner si parent. But as time calls, especially right now, yung call ba na, hey, we take time to really focus more. So if you would like your students to be more successful, you will need to rearrange the letters in a parent word and add an R from relationship and turn a parent into a partner. Excuse me. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. So when we speak about partnering with parents to establish a community, syempre, no, schooling is the first and foremost about relationships, no, between teachers, parents, and students, no, and among parents, students, and teachers. So ito po, community building, and it's always been crucial because the parent-teacher partnership is an integral part for being a parent, a teacher, and of course, yung impact niya to the student success. So, when we work together, no, hindi lang gone are the days that this is just a term, but when we work together, the impact is there. We can see the success of the student. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so when we speak about partnering with parents to establish a community, so partnering means positive collaboration. Okay, so words of encouragement are always welcome and create a positive effect. No, so whatever the status of the families we have, importante yun eh. We boost their morale that they really play an important role. Lalo na po sa culture natin, no, that whether we like it or not, yung moral ba natin na, yung achievement mo as a head of the family, as parents, eh kung may natapos ka, mas maganda or whatever. Pero gone are the days like that. No? Hindi po nalilimit ang support ng parents natin through just the education that they finish. No? Maraming angles. So families, we have to consider teachers that families really care about their children. No? So magkaiba yung antas ng pagkikare nila sa mga anak nila. So family members are equal partners in a child's education. Okay, common to all yan, no? And of course, the home is the environment for this primary educational setup for this kid. So, syempre ngayon, no, when we started this setup, sabi pa, ay nako, it's time for the parents to help, blah, 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 and blah, no? But as teachers, as educators, we should not set our parents to fail, no? So instead, we give them simple materials, hindi yung complicated materials that the more they felt, the more they browsed about it, the more they felt efficient ba to help their kids. No? So as a teacher, we know na yung partner natin in this work, we also would like them to be successful. Okay? So, and of course, we have to begin on something simple that is likely to be rewarding sa parent at saka sa child. Remember, simple celebrations, success to celebrate is really something. Okay, so this is partnering, and its outcomes for that is positive collaboration. Let's go to the next slide. I hope hindi ako masyadong mabilis. Okay, and another one, when we speak about partnering, we should also be sensitive and responsive to the cultural and linguistic backgrounds of parents and families. Kaya nga sabi ko, I shared some of the past lectures that when we deal with parents, not because, eto hindi nakatapos dapat dito ang lengguwahe, no. When we recognize, when we acknowledge, yung ating cultural and linguistic background, mas madali po yung collaboration, mas komportable si parent, when we talk about what's going on, anong kailangan gawin for them to help their kids. Not because si teacher English speaker, di ba? Or masyado ang tuwang ni teacher, ganon. But because we have to remember in every communication, ang point there is not just the level of the difficulty of the vocabulary that we use, but the point there is the core that there is communication, there is understanding. The simplest that we could transcend or relay the message, okay, the better. Yun naman yung importante. That's communication all about. Okay? So of course, sa ibang mga parents, for many parents, involvement in their child's education program is a new experience, no? Marami kang makukuhang reaction, wow, masaya, or hala, mahirap yan, or kaya ko ba yan, or do we need somebody else, or si teacher na bahala. So with this mixed reaction from our parents, this would also guide us, okay, teacher, parent, I'm here to help you, no? So we work on this together. So either, what one thing which is good about in the country, ang dami nating lingwahe, and the teacher knew more than one language or two languages. So mother tongue, and apart from the national and our second language. Okay, so remember, we must be sensitive and responsive to the cultural and linguistic backgrounds of our parents and families. Okay, let's go to the next slide. As we continue, okay, this is the next one. As we continue about ano bang target natin as a teacher, no? Sa dami ng trabaho, sa dami ng considerations, and wow, this is something new, okay? So we have to remove our filters. Although they said our past experiences would really guide us and help us how we deal, no, in our everyday living as a teacher and a mentor. But teachers, let us not forget, we should not have assumptions and generalizations about parents and families guide with our efforts. Ay, ganyan na yan. Kaya ay, wag na. Yan, ganon, no? Despite that we have seen those negative things before, parang, hey, can you move to the next chapter, clean page, and we could start a new one, no? So, and of course, we do not rely our observations or experiences of the other teachers and colleagues to cloud our judgment about the students, no? Kasi sabi ng isang teacher, yung bata niya, ganyan, yung family niya, okay, fine, that is how, what's your experience when you deal with this parent, no, with this kid. But let me do my share. Baka iba naman yung aking attack, no, ang aking response to this type of challenge. So, with this one, we're going to share to you the 3 C's to build a successful partnership. So, one is communication. Always essential yan siya, no? Kasi kung walang communication, the communication is just one way, no, si teacher lang lahat. So, when we speak about communication here, this is frequently the two-way communication, no? Dapat both sides. And it is very important to say what's going on, no? Alam, no? Alam ng bawat side, no? So, this is visible. Do not just, dapat alam mo na yan. That's the way how you see it. But since this is really working on with the kids, no? Kahit siguro sa ibang work of life, communication should be clear in a two-way process. Okay, you talk, somebody listens, they listen, and when they talk, you listen. Okay, and get away from that na we just respond, no? Because kung anong sasabihin, respond ka agad, no? So no, you have to listen, you have to understand, and then you give your response. Okay, so consistency, hindi pwedeng, okay, ngayon, bukas wala na. So when we have our communication, that would make a difference. Okay? Next, being consistent. Being consistent creates a routine and it provides a consistent opportunity, no? Kaya nga minsan pag nag-fail yung bata sa face-to-face natin na klase, we give them twice or 3 times na mag-test ulit, diba? So that's how we supported them. So no, yung consistency na binibigay natin na opportunity, okay, that's really also reinforces our parents, no, kagaya ng pag-reinforce natin sa mga anak nila. And of course, the last one for the 3 C's is collaboration. Collaboration really empowers everybody. Okay? So parang wow, no, si collaboration, matagal na yun sa vocabulary natin, but we have never seen how important it is, the impact it has given us, especially in this type of working relationship, no, so si parent as a partner. Okay? So don't forget our 3 C's, communication, consistency, and collaboration. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so next one, when we talk about communication with parents and families, ano ba yung way, teacher? Kailangan ba ako sige ng text? Okay, so when we speak about partnering and positive collaboration, words of encouragement are always welcome and it creates a positive effect, no? Apart na sabihin natin, ay, meron namang negative, no? So it's a matter of how we say it na ma-improve siya. So we have to, ito reminder ko siya ulit, no? That this is the first slide I gave you. This is empowering our parents, no? So, ito po, how we communicate. Apart from texting, apart from we send a note, okay, variation just the language that we're using, and of course, the use of social media. Siyempre, yung social media, knowing, I just assume that we have surveyed already how we could get access or have access to the parents in terms of communication, no? So, siyempre, kung walang access sa internet, so ibang may paraan, no? So, we have a number of ways how to communicate to the parents. Or sometimes, uso na ito sa atin, no? Maganda din po yun na that we update our parents through our newsletter, no? Sa panahon ngayon, kahit sabihin natin na it's a new setup or the new normal, maganda pa rin to, no? Siguro quarter by every 3 months, magsisend tayo anong achievement ng mga bata. Ako, for example, what I do in my class or what I did in my class, every time na we have parents conference, syempre I ask permission, okay, from the school and the children and the parents that I take pictures, that I make sure when I took those pictures, talagang klaro yung hitsura, no? So we also have this rules in taking pictures in the classroom with these children, no? So after going through the protocol, na ano ko siya, ginagawan ko siya ng newsletter, no? If not, just I really like to show the parents, no, yung anong ginagawa ng mga anak nila sa klase ko. So I put this picture. So when they get their card, we talk, syempre gusto ko na, oh, thank you so much for the support, no? Yung positive ways kasi nanay din ako, no? Although merong mga terms for improvement for the children, so it's a matter of how I see it, no? So ganun din yung bata, binibrief ko na siya, no? Alam nila. So when we talk about what they need to improve, and then si parents, sila mismo, they are talking about their success in the classroom, little success to celebrate about. So yung puso ko ba, wow, na they walk with their parents, no? Titingnan yung activities nila. That's how we do before with the face-to-face. Now, ngayon, I still do the same thing, no? As we start our schooling days from now, here, no, na talagang online kami. I find ways how to reach out to the parents. Hey, thank you so much for your support. I'm successful with your kids because you are behind it. Or, thank you so much for your support, and we need to work more on this to help your kids. Okay? So it's a way of how we connect to the parents. Okay? So let's go to the next slide. Okay, this is our big picture. So nakita niyo ni teacher yung effect. I shared to you some of the slides, the impact and the effect, at saka yung ating more consideration and empathy about parents and teacher relationship. Now, ito naman po in terms of big picture, I'm sharing to you the 5 strategies to support parents during remote learning. Let's go back again to the basics. 1, consistent communication. Okay? So, when we speak about consistent communication, syempre sa plan natin, no, sa work plan natin, naka-line up na, no, kailan kayo mag-meet ng parents, or syempre may mga emergency cases or ASAP things to do, no, naasap agad. So, makita po natin yun sa work plan when to talk to the parents, no, communicate with them in terms of academic or yung need help ng mga bata nila, okay? And of course, number 2, we set realistic goals and expectations. Now, with my past talks, I was sharing about this, that it's so overwhelming, no? Na, wow, ang daming gawin, no? So, remember, teachers, that when we have our face-to-face, hindi din ganun kadali we teach the kids, no, na face-to-face yun. Now, this is the challenge for us that we're using online, we're using modular, TV, radio-based instruction. So, realistic yung goal natin, no, and expectation. And I am quite sad if no, na may mga teachers talaga na wow, akala nila na sobrang talino ng mga bata, but apart that, may matalino talaga tayong mga kids. Merong mga kids need more assistance, especially na that we're doing online. Let us not forget to do our part. We still do lectures, we still do collaboration, no, yung mga activities ng bata. And ganun lang din. Ang nabago lang naman ay naka-online tayo. So I'm encouraging all the teachers, not only from the preschool, but going even to the college, and go away from that, nasasabi, spoon feeding kasi online. No, we have to focus here. We have a new platform and something new to adjust. Okay? I-guide mo ang mga bata. Kagaya din yan ng mga babies, diba? We taught them how to walk until they're ready to walk on their own. So teachers from all level areas, especially in college, no, na especially sa freshman, second years natin na gano'n, we have to guide our kids, no? Wag natin silang isalang kasi first day of school is always something, no? It's really more important as they go through every day to finish the school year, okay? Number three, making lesson plans and more flexible, no? Na dati, dahil 1 week tapos na, no? But because of the changes that we're introducing and we're going through both ways, no? Sa bata, tayo, sa family, and there are a lot of factors affecting yung impact natin. So, ayun, no? So, let us be more flexible. Number four, give parents access to your learning platform. Okay? Dito sa amin, may access lahat, no? Pati grade, no? Kasi online. But please don't think that US is really all flawless ba? No, na it's really smooth. We also have challenges and marami din kaming concern kagaya that we have in the Philippines and other countries across the world, no? So once that we give access to our parents sa platform na ito, they have more time, or let's say we provide them time, no, na and also an opportunity na ma-check nila yung anak nila. Dito po masaya, no? And then the parents would message me, oh miss, ano hindi natapos ng anak ko, how we could cope with it, no? So, diyan din sa atin, no? Vice versa. Si teacher, mag-contact sa family, sir, hindi natapos ng anak niya yung trabaho, ganun. Again, in a bigger picture, we're not just talking here about 10 kids, 20 kids, no? Online, okay? I know we're talking more, but it's a matter of how we schedule them, no? We adjust our time frame for them. And syempre, yung sa tulong nila na ma-manage naman, no? And of course, our school heads, both private and public, they're very much aware of that, the support that we have to give to our parents, and of course, the teacher, na si teacher yung frontliners natin, okay? And lastly, number five, for the five strategies to support our parents during remote learning is, of course, we build bridges instead of walls, okay? Si teacher yung para-paraan because we have to recognize and realize na hindi po lahat ng parents na yung parang ano ba, yung hindi ka madali silang kausap, no? But please don't just stop there. No, there are a lot of factors. Some parents might be hesitant, no, negative, hindi ka pa naka-explain masyado negative na, but because there are factors affecting why they were looked at, no? So might be yung fear nila, efficient pa sila, no, na they could be a good teacher for their kids, no? Kaya nga sabi ko, when we create as a teacher, no, when we create this yung positive ba na aura, no, na sabi, sige lang po, I'm here to help you. And sabi pa na iba, ma'am, paano kung illiterate ang parents? Might be in some area, but to tell you they're not illiterate in all angles, okay? So siguro sa reading and writing, it's a good opportunity also that we're teaching young learners at the same time our adult learners, and those are our parents. So I'm so sure pag nag-survey tayo, we found out na, oh, these are the things that we need to do, no? May mga parents talaga na wala. Oh, that's an opportunity to create another program na para sa kahit ganitong times natin, no, na hindi tayo lang basta-basta maka-blended or face-to-face, we could also provide education for adult learners. So we call them adult learners here, no? So maganda yung opportunity. These five strategies give us a bigger picture that if we work together, and of course, the teacher ang initiator nito. Okay? So the five things: consistent communication, setting realistic goals and expectations, making lesson plans more flexible, and of course, give parents access to their learning platform through parent accounts, or kung wala, yung ating mano-mano natin how we connect to the parents regarding the achievement of the kids, no? And of course, we build bridges instead of walls. So tayo na yung mag-initiate that these parents should be feeling more comfortable working with us, no? Para naman din sa mga anak nila. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so together, ayan, sarap ng word na together. Together, may we give our children the roots to grow and the wings to fly. Ito pong na-share kong pictures is, these were my first year here in the US teaching in the middle school. I was handling grade 7. So mix po ang klase ko, no? So meron din po akong integration, meron din inclusive education in my classroom. So you have seen na hindi lang po computer-based, no? So remember the tools, we use it. So, ibig sabihin, kahit hindi pa siya pandemic, no, si teacher, no, you have always the option to see what's best, no. So it is time for me to use integration, collaboration with technology, no, nag-invite kami ng speaker and like, so we could do it. Pero kung hindi naman, syempre of course, the basic is always the basic. So remember, everything we do would help us, and of course, with the partnership of our parents, we make our students successful. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so yay! So let's go for our recap. So as we talk about empowering partnership, we have discussed parents-teachers partnership, partnering with parents to establish a community, the three C's of parent-teacher partnership, and of course, our five strategies to ways to support parents during remote learning. And I also have provided you, dear teachers, parents who are watching right now, resources po kung saan ang galing yung na-share ko apart. It's my journey with you tonight, or this, yeah, tonight is also part of my learning teaching adventure here. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so thank you so much. So that's my sharing for you this night. Okay, yun po yung ating making homeschooling and distance learning fun, innovative, in my share parents-teacher partnership, supporting child's education in the new normal. So later on, I look forward to have your questions.
Thank you so much, Doc Marivi, for that. Embracing the new normal may be difficult for us, parents and teachers, since we have really been accustomed with our known norm. However, with this pandemic, we have to acknowledge that we have to do our best to support child's education in this new normal. Once again, thank you, Doc Marivi. The next speaker will educate us on creating the 21st century learning activities for flexible learning. The speaker is a a Coalition for Better Education trained teacher, a 2010 Global Filipino Teacher Awardee, a 2012 Innovative Teacher Leadership Awardee, a 2014 Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert in the Global Forum Spain, one Meralco Foundation Teacher Camper, a 2015 Metro Bank Outstanding Teacher of the Philippines, a 2016 Civil Service Commission Regional Pag-asa Awardee, a 2018 Microsoft Innovative Educator Fellow in E2 Singapore, a Microsoft Education Ambassador, and a Master Teacher to ABM Senior High School Head in Palon National High School. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dr. Hernani S. Fernandez.
Hello, good evening from Leyte.
Good evening, sir.
So, let me share my screen first. All right, can you see my screen now?
Not yet pa, sir.
Okay.
It's sharing pa. We can see them now.
Okay, so the topic is about creating 21st century learning activities for flexible learning. Some of the students, even parents, are confused of what to use, if it is remote learning, distance learning, or flexible learning, and what are these 21st century learning activities that I am talking about. So in this presentation, you will learn what are these 21st century learning activities and what is for the flexible learning. So these are the objectives of the presentation. Identify the different dimensions of the 21st century learning design of Microsoft. Recognize the different learning delivery modalities of flexible learning, which are offered by the department. Acquire innovative ideas on how the 21st century learning design can be applied in 21st century pedagogies and design a 21st century learning activity pattern to 21 CLD. So before I proceed, let us have first a reflection on ourselves. Basically, teachers and even students in College of Education can attest to this. Some are already competent in ICT, then some can already perform activities with technology integration. And still, there is a question that if they acquire 21st century skills from it. Then let me present this to you, the status of ICT in education in the Philippines, the ICT pedagogy integration in the Philippines, presented by TAN, a USAID-funded study. We have this term, emerging, applying, infusing, and transforming. These are UNESCO term for ICT pedagogy integration. And the respondents of this study are teachers in the Philippines. So you will notice that we have here 39% teachers are in the emerging level or stage. 50% are in the applying stage, while 11% are in the infusing stage. And there is none or there is no teacher who belongs to transforming stage. Ano ba tong mga stages of ICT pedagogy integration? Napaka-importante nating malaman ito because pre-service teachers like students of College of Education in University of San Jose, Recoletos, can have an idea on this. Yung emerging stage, these are teachers who can use technology pero ginagamit lang nila for their personal consumption. Like for instance, marunong silang gumamit ng internet pero pang sariling gamit lang. When we say applying stage naman, ito yung mga teachers na gumagamit ng technology pero for professional development naman or for professional consumption like encoding lesson plan, computing grades using Microsoft Excel, and etc. While infusing stage or infusing level of ICT pedagogy integration, ito yung mga teachers na gumagamit ng technology integrated into the curriculum. Yung transforming stage, siya yung pinaka-highest level of ICT pedagogy integration in which we allow the students to perform or create their own activities. And it's so sad that in the study conducted by or funded by USAID, walang teachers in the Philippines na nasa transforming level. And what's the reason? Because majority of the ICT training natin na focus lang dun sa basic ICT skills and less on pedagogical. This is the rationale why I am presenting to you yung topic na creating 21st century learning activities for flexible learning because we are in the times of, we are in the time of pandemic. Then let me present to you the study naman which I conducted in Leyte. So you will also notice here that I use the same terminologies of UNESCO, emerging, applying, infusing, and transforming. But in the screen, you will see that there is none or there is no teacher who belongs to emerging level. Kasi sa dami ng training na ginagawa ng mga teachers, even ICT coordinators, so aware na yung mga teachers na ang paggamit ng technology is not just for personal consumption but for professional development as well. That's why you will also see that medyo tumaas yung applying level at nag-increase din yung infusing level. Maraming teachers na rin ang nag-incorporate ng use of technology into the curriculum. And quite happy pa rin kasi merong 1% na nasa transforming level. Ibig sabihin, may teacher na marunong mag-transform ng pedagogy. So just like what I said, ito yung rationale kung bakit natin ina-upgrade yung paggawa ng learning activity for students. And then, you will also see here yung mga instructional strategies or pedagogy used by teachers. I use ICT coordinators because they are my respondents here. So I group it into 4 categories. We have your in-class active learning strategies. We have highly structured active learning strategies, online learning strategies, and project-based strategies. more or less, since you are um, students from the College of Education, makaka-relate pa rin kayo kahit pa paano rito. And I hope that when you are a teacher already, mamili kayo ng group or category of learning strategies na gagamitin ninyo. Let's take a look with in-class active learning strategies. These are the strategies commonly used by teachers in a classroom. Ito yung tinatawag nating conventional type lang. So there is no ICT integration involved. So you will see here, may role play, may brainstorming, debates, etc. While when we say highly structured active learning strategies, ito naman yung blended learning. It means to say that in the classroom, merong technology involved aside from the conventional way of teaching. Okay, so you will see here blended learning, the flipped classroom, computer-based learning. And of course, we have here the online learning strategies. Ito yung demand ngayon because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We are looking forward to have a better strategy for online learning. However, we have this problem when it comes to stability on the internet. So then we have project-based strategies. Okay. In this study, you will, yung pinaka maraming gumamit ng yung most commonly used strategy in teaching ay ito. Let me show you this to yung graph. You will notice here yung sa graph, these are the occasionally used pedagogy. And these 10 learning strategies, yan po ay nandun sa in-class active learning strategy. Meaning, despite of the highly proficient skills ng mga ICT coordinators when it comes to technology, still nandun pa rin sila sa conventional method. While ito naman yung rarely used pedagogy, online and project-based. There's no question to online kasi even until now, kahit na we would like to maximize the use of online learning, hindi natin magawa kasi there is always a problem with internet connection. And project-based, actually, ito yung isa sa ipinupush sa Senate na gamitin for this time of pandemic. And very sad that there are only few teachers ang medyo may alam nito. Pero ako, I've learned the use of project-based learning through Coalition for Better Education. And I believe that CBE, since CBE is in Cebu, I know yung mga colleges and universities in Cebu, I know that students from the College of Education are aware on how to use the project-based learning approach. Now, alam natin to according to Benjamin Bloom, you cannot understand a concept if you cannot remember it, and you cannot apply concepts or theories if you cannot comprehend them. We have the Bloom's taxonomy from the first level, remembering or knowledge level, going to the highest level, which is creating. Ano yung na-notice natin sa materials mostly developed from the Department of Education? We always say that there is a 21st century skills involved, but when we look at the materials, parang pahapyaw lang or embedded lang yung term na 21st century, but cannot be seen in all of the activities. This is the reason why when we created learning activities, we need to go back dun sa Bloom's taxonomy. We need to understand kung ano yung first level, remembering going up to the highest level, which is creating. Let us try to imagine the classroom practices before, during the time of pandemic. The classroom practices that are based around the concept of developing 21st century skills foster higher order thinking, right? And develop digital literacies. But the question here is, can we still do that? What about in our current situation now that we are in this pandemic? How can we impart HATS or high order thinking skills and 21st century skills to students? Okay, if we will have online learning, if we will have distance learning or remote learning, is there still quality education for students? Because if you will ask some teachers only rely with the materials which will be provided by the Department of Education. I am very fortunate that in my school here in Leyte, Palau National High School, we develop our own materials patterned to 21st century learning design and to the transforming level of ICT pedagogy integration, and that is the transforming level according to UNESCO. So learning or quality education is still should be acquired by the students. So I hope that teachers, even in this time of pandemic, will still do better strategies. Now, let's try to innovate, create, and transform our pedagogical approaches. Let me introduce to you the 21st century learning design. I cannot discuss all of this because of the limited time, but I will encourage you to read more about 21st century learning design because this is very important. 21 CLD is actually a rubric. This will be your guide in designing or creating 21st century learning activities. The first one is collaboration. It was already mentioned by our first speaker, Dr. Mary Bilim. Collaboration is already part of the 4Cs, and we are all aware of what collaboration is. What is the big idea when we say collaboration? It means to say that students are required to share responsibility and make substantive decisions with other people, and the work should be interdependent. For other students or teachers, their concept when we say collaboration, it is just a group work. But for 21st century learning design or 21 CLD, there is more than that. Meaning to say, if students will work together, share ideas together, and that is collaboration. The work is interdependent. Look at the big ideas there. Then we have this knowledge construction or critical thinking. When we say knowledge construction, simply students required to construct and apply knowledge, and the knowledge are interdisciplinary. When we say interdisciplinary, meaning a lesson in mathematics are interdisciplinary to other subjects like in science or in English. Then, like for instance, when we say you are required to construct and apply new knowledge in critical thinking, it's not just focusing on memorization. We always have this, the book report, okay? When I was in high school or even in college in Manila, palagi nagpapa-book report. But when I learned what 21st century learning design is, I realized na wala palang critical thinking involved dun sa book report. No? Because you're only summarizing what's in the book. Okay? Hindi ka nagko-convey ng ibang meaning. Kung ano lang meron doon, you're just summarizing it. So, no critical thinking involved. That is why I am encouraging you to read more about knowledge construction. Then we have self-regulation. The big idea for self-regulation is the learning activity is long-term. Normally, our teacher will just give us an activity good for 1 hour period. Okay? Can be finished in 1 hour, can be finished in 1 day or 2 days. Okay? But if an activity is long-term, definitely that is self-regulation because you will have time to assess your own work and revise your work based on feedback. There are teachers who give feedback or who critique the output of the students because students also learn from the feedback. But still said that there are teachers who are requiring output to the students. They will just collect it, then they will evaluate, then give grades already. No? Without knowing kung ano yung nangyari doon sa output. I am teaching research in senior high school. So this is my style. If I allow my students to make, let us say, background and rationale, we only focus the background and rationale of the research topic. And then I will read it. Then after reading it, I will make feedback on what to do, what to revise, okay, what to add. Then I will return it to them, but I will not give grade. Okay. Then when they return it to me, I will read it again. Then if it is their final output, if I think that there is no need for any revisions anymore, then that is the time na ge-gradean ko siya. Okay. So that is self-regulation because we allow to give feedback to students and students learn from the feedback. Another 21st century learning dimension is problem solving and innovation. And the big idea here is that learning activity require solving authentic real world problems. And what are And what is the problem we are facing right now? This pandemic, this COVID-19 pandemic. What do you think an activity that we can do para dito sa ano na to? And how can we solve it? Okay? Are student solutions implemented in the real world? Because this is a combination of two, problem solving and innovation. Actually, this is very difficult, but if you will learn how to make learning activity that will pattern to this problem solving and innovation, then parang we are allowing our students to learn, to acquire this skill. Then we have ICT for learning. For ICT for learning is also one of the 21st century learning design. ICT is a core of the 21st century skills. So here, students are passive consumers of ICT because of the ICT product that can be developed by the students. They are active users, they are designers of their own ICT product and an authentic audience. But the question here is, can we still have 21st century skills? Can we still do collaboration? Can we still have knowledge construction activity even without ICT for learning? And the answer is yes, because ICT integration or ICT for learning is just one of the core of the 21st century skills. We can still have critical thinking, we can still have creativity, communication, and collaboration even without ICT for learning. But since we are in this generation of digital generation in a modern world, itong ICT is very important. You can do or you can perform better collaboration with ICT. Remember, we cannot go out. Hindi tayo pwedeng lumabas. If you have the facility, if you have the technology at home, if you are using online learning, then definitely itong ICT for learning can aid or help the students to learn more. And the last is skilled communication. Under skilled communication, the big idea here is students required to communicate their own ideas regarding a concept or issue. Sometimes when we think about skilled communication, we only thought of students who are good in communication skills. Pero hindi ganun yun. As long as you are being understood, because of your output, let us say gumawa ka ng materials or procedure, that is already skilled communication. Kumbaga, multimodal ang ginagamit mo. So, communication, be supportive with evidence and design with a particular audience in mind. That's the big idea. Then, just like what I said, 21st century learning design is actually a rubric. So, what you see in your screen, yung process, no, is a flow chart kung paano ka magkakaroon ng highest level of collaboration. If you will just allow your students to work in group, okay, but no sharing of responsibility, then you will see here kung anong level lang siya or kung anong points lang, it's not actually points, kung anong level ng collaboration meron siya. Okay, so we score it 1 to 5, but evaluating the learning activities it's not just giving points. Parang it is just a reminder that if you want to have collaboration activity for the students, then do yung pinaka level 5 instruction. Sharing responsibility fairly, making substantive decision together, and interdependent yung output nila. Okay? Then we have this knowledge construction from the first, no? Demonstrate knowledge construction. Yes. The main effort was knowledge construction. Yes. Going down to if it is interdisciplinary. Okay. There are questions if collaboration is applicable for this time of pandemic. Kasi nga, bawal daw ko mag face-to-face. Yes, if you are using online learning. Pero kung hindi, blended learning with face-to-face and modular distance learning, parang it is impossible ngayon na magkaroon ng collaboration. But critical thinking or knowledge construction will always be involved. Then we have this problem solving and innovation. Okay. The use of ICT for learning, the self-regulation, and skilled communication. So based on my assessment, from these 6 21st century learning dimension, para sa akin, yung tatlong dimensions dito yung pinaka applicable for this time of pandemic, magamit para sa flexible learning na gagawin natin. We have that knowledge construction, we can still go with self-regulation, and of course, the skilled communication. Problem solving and innovation can do that, pero kailangan mong i-design ng maayos yung learning activity mo. Collaboration, you can still do that if you are using the online learning modality. Now, ano ba yung flexible learning na usapan natin? According to IGI Global, when we say flexible learning, ito yung teaching strategy designed to empower students to learn fully, effectively, and efficiently, and with rewarding satisfaction. It is the responsibility of our profession as teachers, tayo. No? It is our responsibility to give ways, no, on how to maximize the potential of the learning environment that will support students and to minimize those elements in the environment na hindi naman kailangan. Okay? So, just like I heard that one of the staff of the University of San Jose Recoletas mentioned about frontliners. Okay? We are the frontliner now. I can say that we are the front learners, kumbaga. We are giving more learning to students despite of this pandemic. Then, ano yung mga klase ng online learning na ginagamit natin? So we have online learning is one of the flexible learning. Okay? So the key element is the use of internet. Kaya siya tinawag na online learning. Then it refers to the idea of using online tools for learning. There are different applications that we can use to it. I'm just sharing it to you. Then blended learning is a combination of learning at a distance and the traditional campus learning in the classroom. Okay. Then e-learning. No? E-learning, it refers to the online interaction between the students and the teacher and can be used in a classroom or an online setting. Kaya siya tinawag na e-learning. Then distance learning, it will be discussed by the third speaker using another platform. So when we say distance learning naman, it is understood that it is often used as a synonym with online learning, and it was used to attract students from all over the world. This is how it became possible for students to enroll in another universities worldwide. Parang ito na yung mga applicable ngayon because we have students na nasa Manila pero enrolled siya sa Palo, Leyte, okay? Because of the pandemic, naka-distance learning siya ngayon. Pero modular distance learning yung modality. Then remote learning. Remote learning is where the student and the educator or information source are not physically present in traditional classroom environment. Okay, it's not face-to-face. So information is relayed through technology such as discussion boards, itong video conferencing that we are doing right now, or online assessments. Now, punta tayo sa Department of Education. Ano yung ibinibigay ng Department of Education na modality? Okay, let's take a look. Yan. Okay. I hope you can see it in your screen. So, area sa Philippines, I'm not sure if they can do face-to-face, okay? Because of the number of positive cases of COVID. Hindi ko masyadong aware. Pero in Leyte, definitely wala kaming face-to-face, okay? So, blended learning kami, pero modular distance learning. We don't have online learning kasi mahina yung internet connection dito sa amin. And possibly, we can do homeschooling. That's why I am glad that the topic here is, kumbaga, how to make homeschooling fun and innovative. No? So, that's it. And then, let me give you yung idea lang kung ano yung mga learning delivery modalities na meron yung mga teachers dito sa Leyte. As you will hear, we have here a very simple survey lang sa school. And you will also see that the percentage is very high. No? Parang ito, teachers has an access to internet or signal in their household and portable electronic device. And the answer is yes. Okay? Pero hindi tinatanong kung ano yung speed ng internet. Teacher has training on distance learning. The answer is no. Maraming wala. Because we are not ready for this pandemic. Hindi natin ina-expect ito na mangyari. Kaya majority of the teachers in the Department of Education not prepared for distance learning. Ongoing pa yung mga webinar na ginagawa para mas matuto. And I think this is also one of the reasons why we are having this para sa mga pre-service teachers. Teacher is ready to support the adoption or implementation of different learning. The answer is yes. We are always ready. Then, ano yung mga preferred learning modalities? We have your blended learning or modular distance learning. Pero, sa service-side school, lumabas talaga yung modular distance learning. And you can see here, 84.9%. Kaya yung presentation ko, I will focus on print-based materials rather than on online learning. Pero pag-uusapan natin kung paano magiging innovative pa rin yung print-based at how high-order thinking skills and 21st century skills can be combined to work in print-based learning modality. Now, this will be the last portion of my presentation to give you an idea na what are the things that you need to consider, okay, in preparing or designing a learning activity. First, ano ba yung title na gusto mo? Anong subject? Ano yung age coverage ng mga students? Parang yung activity which I presented in Barcelona. No? I teach basic accounting in senior high, pero my project was done nung old curriculum pa siya. Wala pang K-12. So I'm handling fourth year students nun, and the title of my learning activity, which lasts for 1 year, ang title niya is What Makes Accounting Exciting. Okay? Kasi we always have apprehension when it comes to numbers, to accounting. So when I have that project-based learning or learning activity entitled What Makes Accounting Exciting, my students thought that they are already working with ICT or computer education. They forgot that they are still in the accounting subject. So yung apprehensions nawala at na-change to excitement. Kaya tinawag siyang What Makes Accounting Exciting. Okay? So next, let's have a brief description of the learning activity or project. Under the brief description, you will just explain kung ano ba yung rationale ng learning activity na ginawa mo. Okay? And what do you think are the 21st century learning skills na pwede mong ipasok doon? You have to explain it. That's just like what I said. I've read different materials from the Department of Education, and mostly yung mga term na 21st century skills, embedded lang siya. Pero when you look at the assessment part or activity part, wala. No? Walang nakikitang pang 21st century skill na activity. That is why I am recommending you to read the 21 CLD and use it as your pattern. Okay? So what do you hope your students would learn from the learning activity? You have to explain it in the brief description. Do you have learning goals for more than one discipline? For example, literature and history, science and math for this learning activity. Okay. In this world of you are all familiar with the PPST, the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers, no? Medyo nakakatuwa yung mga ibang teachers, no? Kapag na-observe sila, ma-mention lang nila yung ibang terms, sasabihin na nila, or halimbawa, current events for Araling Panlipunan, then they will say na yun, pasok na, pang-Araling Panlipunan na siya, interdisciplinary. No? Pero it is not. That's why you must have clarity on that, kung paano nagkaroon ng, paano siya naging interdisciplinary to other subject. Then, do you require your students to work in pairs, or individual, or in group? Okay, it's up to you. It is up to your design. So, are your students allowed to work with technology? Okay, do they need to use computer or any technological devices? Okay. So, ano yung criteria na kailangan mo to judge the quality of the students? And we are talking about the rubric here. Okay. And then, gaano katagal yung learning activity? Is it 1 week? Okay. Just like what I said, my learning activity lasts for 1 year. Meaning, for every quarter, meron akong activity na pinapagawa. Pero, totality niya, yung What Makes Accounting Exciting, tumagal siya ng 1 year. And it became my ticket na nag-represent ako ng Philippines sa Global Forum in Barcelona. Okay? So, ano yung verbal instructions na gusto mong ibigay sa mga students mo? But remember, one of the dimensions of the 21st century learning design is self-regulation. So, kapag nagbigay ka ng instruction step by step, kumbaga, na-deviate mo naman yung self-regulation skill. Because in this modern world, pwede tayong magbigay ng activity sa mga students, no? Ditong mga millennials or tinatawag nating digital natives. Okay? Pwede tayo magbigay ng activity sa kanila without explaining further kung anong gagawin. Because definitely, pag sinabi mo lang, gawa ka ng video about this, then they can have their own process. Pagkatapos, makikita mo na lang na ang ganda ng output. Okay? So yun. No need of verbal instructions. But it's up to the teacher on what to do, how to design the learning activity. Then is there any other information you would like to include? Let us say, gagamitin naman ng ibang teacher yung learning activity mo. So ano yung gusto mong instruction na ibigay sa kanya? Lastly, ito yung format na ginawa namin for Palawan National High School. Okay? The title of the learning activity, anong brief description, specific objectives based on the most essential learning competencies, yung revised na ng Department of Education, what are the materials that can be used, okay? So, ano yung activity, integrated siya to an ibang subject, yung interdisciplinary to other subjects, ano yung process or methodology, okay? Then, of course, how they will be graded. Importante yan eh. Hindi pwedeng titignan mo lang yung output pagkatapos 90 na siya. Then another output, mas makulay, 95. Okay? So dapat before giving activity to students, dapat nakaset na yung rubric. And last, dapat may references. Hindi pwedeng you will present an activity to your learning activity to your students na hindi ka nag-refer sa ibang literature. Okay? So that's all for my presentation. I am very eager to answer all your questions later. I know sa presentation ko medyo mabilis siya and medyo nagkakaroon kayo ng idea, and of course later I will answer all your questions. Bye for a while.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hernani, for introducing to us various learning activities and dimensions that help us in flexible learning during these unprecedented times. One platform that we could possibly use for our classes is Office 365. The third speaker will introduce to us this digital platform. Our next and last speaker will impart his knowledge about remote teaching and learning using Office 365 for education. The third speaker is a Coalition for Better Education trained teacher, a 2010 Global Filipino teacher, a 2014 Mega Cebu Most Outstanding and Innovative Teacher, a 2015 One Miracle Foundation Teacher Camper, a 2016 Philippine representative in Microsoft Global Educator Exchange in Budapest, Hungary. In 2017, he is the Ulirang Guro ng Visayas. In 2018, he is an outstanding teacher in junior high school in Region 7 Central Visayas. In 2019, a Microsoft Innovative Educator Fellow, a Microsoft Education Ambassador, and the head teacher 3 of Punta Inganyo High School. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Sir Glenny E. Laping.
All right, so to our admin and staff of Usj-R, College of Education, headed by Dr. Destiny Babia, to our Zoom participants, to our Facebook and YouTube live participants, a pleasant evening to all of you. This evening, we will be talking about making homeschooling and distance learning fun and innovative. We will be guided by the following objectives. We will revisit the learning delivery modalities and know the meaning of Office 365 education. And we will walk through some innovative and interesting features of Office 365 for education. This time, let us revisit, although the first and second speakers have mentioned this one, but let us revisit the learning delivery modalities according to the Department of Education. There are three types. We have the blended learning, if you can see in my screen, distance learning, and the homeschooling. There are four types of distance learning. We have the online digital modules and the offline digital modules. What is the difference between the two? When we say distance learning through online digital modules, these are digitized materials uploaded in LMS, in the different LMS platforms. While offline digital modules are digitized materials copied and saved in USBs or CDs. And the third type is the distance learning through TV plus radio plus printed modules. Just today, the Department of Education released the first batch list of teachers who will undergo the training in teaching through TV and radio. They are the teacher broadcasters of DepEd come August 24. And the fourth type is the distance learning through printed modules. This is the very common. As mentioned in our second speaker, this ranks number 1 in their survey, and also in our school as well, because this is the very common and most available for every learner. Our teachers right now are on the process of writing these modules based on the MELC, or the most essential learning competencies. And we have also blended learning. It was explained already that blended learning are the mixed either of the two, TV or radio, digital and printed modules. And we have also this homeschooling. Homeschooling will only be done if there is an adult who are qualified or trained to conduct classes in the comfort of their home. So this evening, we will discover some innovative and interesting features of Office 365 for education, which will make our teaching and learning remotely fun and exciting. The question is, are you ready? Of course, I know that you are waiting for this one. Let us begin. We heard about Office 365, but what do we mean by Office 365? Let us define Office 365 in a simple manner. To simplify the definition, Office 365 is the cloud-based, web-based, or the online version of the offline or desktop version of Microsoft software or productivity tools like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and OneNote. So in other words, this is a subscription, annual subscription. In other words, you are accessing your files, documents in the cloud for 365 days. So this is a subscription in which you are going to benefits of these three benefits of Office 365. Number 1 is that your files are always backed up. Imagine, guys, you're working with your files and your documents are being saved and backed up in the cloud, and you will not worry anymore if you will your laptop or computer will be corrupted, because you can access your files in the cloud anytime and anywhere. Number 2 benefit of Office 365 is that sharing and collaboration. This time, sharing and collaboration are made easy. So you will find that one out later. And also number three, third benefit of Office 365 is this: working remotely is made possible. So working remotely with Office 365 is now possible because of its capability to work online. So it is very timely that DepEd purchased Office 365 for teachers nationwide to be used during this pandemic. You might be asking, how much is Office 365? Actually, what I will be sharing to all of you tonight is the free version of Office 365, free version online. Yes, you heard it right. It is the free version of Office 365. And at the end of this session, I will be showing you how to get or avail this free version of Office 365 for education. So this time, let us now unpack what is the package of Office 365 education. So we have the productivity tools. So we know this one already. We're using this one, and we're using this one in our teaching and learning. But wait, in Office 365, there's more. We have the following services. And another one, there's more. You are entitled of 1 terabyte free cloud storage. Imagine, it's like you're having 100 USBs, 100 USBs that is 10 gigabyte each. So 1 terabyte, no? So you are entitled to this storage capacity. So this time, I will introduce to you one of its very significant application which teachers and students can use during this pandemic. Let's start with Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams in the package of Office 365 is considered as the virtual classroom. It is a collaboration hub for Microsoft 365 users with meetings and group chat, admin functions, and third-party apps. So let's start. So in Teams, we can create and add students, create classrooms and add students, assign activities, quizzes, and conduct synchronous and asynchronous classes. And in Teams, students will no longer go out in order to work on their activities because everything is found inside Teams. We have, of course, the productivity tools, the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and Outlook. And for your information, Teams can run third-party applications like YouTube, Kahoot, Quipper, Quizlet, and Edpuzzle. And as well as Flipgrid, DepEd Commons, Zoom, and Google Classroom. And Teams is considered as a one-stop shop hub. This time, I will now walk you through on the different interesting and innovative features of Office 365. So we have the following. If you can see my screen, we have Dictate. It is a speech-to-text for speaking skill of our learners and even teacher. Read aloud or immersive reader. This is a text-to-speech reverse for listening. And also, we have this subtitle. if you can see on my screen, I have it here on my PowerPoint. It is writing everything I have said right now. Because sometimes our students are visual. So they are learning if they can see text or images. And we have also inking. According to research, there is greater retention of learning and competency from the competencies if the students are going to write are going to use this skill, writing. We have also converting shape and also writing formulas for math and drawing for arts. And also we have translate. This one is very interactive because if you do not know certain language, you can use this one to translate any language available in Office 365. For example, you want to learn Chinese. So you are going to translate your words or text into Chinese. You will know that one later. You will see that one as we are going to demonstrate that one. And next, we have screen recording. This is very vital for teachers. Very important as we are on the process of creating instructional video materials. It is a video editing tool for instructional videos like video tutorials, together with slide recording, where you are going to create instructional video materials that students can see who is talking. The difference between screen recording is that it only records the screen and with the narration. While slide recording, the student can really see the teacher who is talking and teaching the lesson in the PowerPoint. And we have next we have design ideas. Design ideas is a special feature of Microsoft Office PowerPoint, Office 365, wherein it will automatically create a professionally designed for your PowerPoint presentation. I will show that one later. And next, we have the 3D model. So 3D model is a very, very interesting tool because you can really see actual, an augmented, similar to what is real. So later, I will show you an example of this 3D model. And the last one is the built-in Adobe in PowerPoint, Word, or in other productivity tool. Imagine, guys, you don't know how to design your learning materials. As what our second speaker mentioned, the highest form of integration is creation. So we're going to create. This is the very thing that people are afraid of because they are afraid of technology and they don't know that technology will help them innovate in their creation and crafting of their learning materials. Let's start with the first one. Let's start with dictate. Okay, let's have an example of dictation. All right, so you can use this one if you are going to create your own PowerPoint and you are not really that fast in typing, or you want also to test your student their pronunciation. I will start by clicking this part right here. It is found in the Home tab and it is under the voice group. So when you click this microphone, the blue microphone, and wait until it turns red, there you go. and I will put the cursor here, and I will start to speak, and it will type my words. I will convert my speech to text, for example. All right, there you go. All right, so I love to teach online, period. So see, it did not detect, right? So I love to teach online, period. There you go. All right, so I hope you are excited to try this out. Even the teacher must try this out in order for him or her to test his or her pronunciation in speaking English. Or we have different languages available here. I will show you. If you're teaching, sorry, if you are teaching Chinese, for example, I will change the language into Chinese. I love teaching Chinese. All right, it did not change for a while. Chinese. There you go. Okay. I'm sorry. No, it should not be. Okay. So I am an English speaker, and the one who is talking is a Chinese. I don't know how to speak Chinese. Now this dictate will translate this one. All right. So we have German, for example. All right. I love to teach. Sorry. I will click the dictate one more time. I love to teach. I love you, Darsh. All right. Okay, so yes, I think I need, yes, there you go. So I think I need to speak in Dutch. No, yes, I need to speak in Dutch, but I don't know how to speak in Dutch. So see? So while I'm talking, it's translating my, okay. I will stop. Okay, so we have different languages you can choose from for you to try your efficiency or fluency in any language. Okay, so any languages available in dictate. Okay, so that's dictate, one of the interesting feature. So we can try another one. Aside from dictate, we can have this. Read aloud. All right, so read aloud. Read aloud will allow you to listen to the text you wrote, for example, or you type. I will open here my Word document with the text already, and I want to listen to what is here. For example, I will click from the start, and I will start. I will start reading aloud.
Republic of the Philippines.
All right,
Department
so
of Education.
can you hear me?
Region
Can you hear
7,
the text?
Central
And
Visayas.
I asked Sir Jory.
Division of
Can you hear
Lapu-Lapu City.
my audio?
Punta
Yes,
Encano
sir,
High
I can
School.
hear it.
Very good. No, so we have variation also. We can choose for, if you like to listen to a male voice, so you can change the, if for dictate you can select language. You can also select here. You can select for a while. You can select for Yes, there you go. Okay, there you go. So you can select for the variation, voice selection. So you select, it's either you want a male voice or a female voice. For example, I will select Mark and I will start the
Republic of the Philippines. Department of Education.
All right, there you go.
Region 7, Central
Okay,
Visayas.
so if
Division
you
of
want your child
Lapu-Lapu City.
in the if you're
Punta
going to
Engano
have
High School.
homeschooling, and if you are a parent and you want your child to learn how to pronounce the word properly, you can use read aloud. We are fond of going to any website and or in a built-in dictionary, and we try to check if that's the exact pronunciation of a certain word. But this time, it is already built in any productivity tool under Office 365. You can change the speed as well. If you want to make it fast, for example, all right, it sounds like, all right, so you cannot understand
General
it
Parent Teacher Association.
anymore. So
Punta
you
Engano
can
Lapu City.
try
495
slowly.
5451. July 1st, 2020.
All right. So it's very slow. You can
01
choose the
2020.
moderate, okay, so that you can hear it properly.
Punta Engano, Lapu-Lapu City.
Dear Sir/Madam. Greetings of peace and love in the name of our Lord and Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Brigada Escuela is here
Okay,
once again because
so
education
I
must
hope you are
continue
excited
despite the
to try
pandemic.
this one,
As we
because Read Aloud is a built-in application of Office 365. You can use this one in your practice if you're teaching language or communication. So the next one is this one, translate. So translate. So this is a direct a translation of text. If a while ago we have tried to translate our speech into different languages, this time let us try to translate a certain text. For example, this one, this is a letter for Brigada Escuela, and then I will translate this one. I can select either this one or I can translate the whole document. For example, translate is found if you are going to right click. Anyway, translate is also found here near read aloud. So at the top, you can find it here. You can translate either selection or the whole document. For example, I will translate only the selected text or word. And automatically, it will appear on the right side. So this is now the built-in translator of Office 365. So you do not know what's the meaning of a certain word. So you're teaching vocabulary here for your student or your kids. All right, so there you go, guys. So greetings. Okay, so this time I am translating English to Filipino. If I'm teaching the child Filipino words, so I can do that one. Especially if that child don't know how to speak Filipino. That child is since we are encouraging our student also to learn this language, Filipino. Or you can reverse this one from Filipino to English. Okay? So that's for selection. But if we're going to translate the whole document, this is what will happen. So you will just select this one, document, or you will just go back to translate and click translate document. All right? So when you translate document, and it will translate to Filipino, from English to Filipino, because that is my option, I will click this one, translate. I can translate this one to German, Dutch, French, or Chinese. but I will just select Filipino. There you go, and it will open to a different page, open a new document wherein it's all Filipino. Look at the heading, Republika ng Pilipinas. It's already, yes, it is already translated into Filipino. If you can see here on my document, mahal naming Sir, Madam, pagbati ng kapayapaan at pagmamahal sa Panginoon. If you are going to look at it, I will compare the documents. These two documents, yes, there you go, guys. If you can see on my screen, yes, there you go. No, the one is English and the one is Filipino. There you go. All right, so I hope you are also excited to try this one. No? After you avail the free Office 365. Later, I will show you how to avail that one. All right, so Microsoft is very generous to let us use their application, their platform during this time of pandemic. And this one, subtitle. I will no longer show this one since a while ago, I have shown you how to, subtitle is being used. If you are a speaker or if you want your student to report even online, you can see their slides. Under their slide presentation, you can see, if I will turn the slide on, and I have set already my subtitle in English, and I can set it in different languages also. So see, you can now read what I am talking about. All right, so I will go back to the next one. So the next one is inking. This is very interesting. Inking, again, I will not focus on writing text. I will now, yes, our second speaker mentioned this one, that he used to make his subject, what's that? The accounting subject enjoyable or fun, interesting. So this time I will use this one, what we call OneNote. Under Office 365, OneNote can do miracle. Let's say, for example, I will, what's the text? I will follow the example from my PowerPoint. So the example here is, yes, there you go. The example here is x squared. Sorry, x squared. Now, I will follow the example x squared plus 3x minus 8. There you go. Got it. All right, minus 8. So sometimes it's very difficult to write an equation in PowerPoint or even in Word, in any platform of the Office productivity tools. But through inking, you can make it possible and easy. You can just use the lasso select, and you will select this formula and convert this one, yes, into math equation. And there you go, guys. It appears on the right corner, right side, that the equation is properly, yes, written. Now I will ink to math. So I will convert this as formula. No, not properly, because the 2 is over the plus sign, so it's not proper. It's not properly written. I will write it again. Okay, I will write again, for example, again, x squared plus 3x minus 8. Okay, so I will select this part right here. And there you go. I will click math, And if you're a teacher and if you want to create activities, because we are on creating on math exercises, it will automatically create quiz using forms, and with, of course, you can have the result in Excel. You can download the result. It's like conducting a survey. So it's you can generate the result. Yes, generate a practice quiz, for example, and automatically this will convert into, yes, it's up to you if you select 5 examples or 3 for practice. So for practice, you can generate quiz. It's very innovative. This is innovative because step 1 to 10 becomes step 1 to 3. So that's innovation. Innovation is cutting the many steps into few steps only. All right, so there you go, guys. I hope I can walk you through all these very interesting and very enjoyable features. Let's just wait for a few seconds. It will generate now the quiz using forms. All right. I will try it again. Of course, this one needs internet connection. I will repeat, Office 365 is an online version of our productivity tool. Okay. Okay, we will just go back and we will just go back and let's find out later. I will run through the next one because my time is almost over. And this one, sorry, I'll go back to my slide for a while. We have the next one. So we are done with allowed. What else? Translate, subtitle, inking, and screen recording. I will no longer show you how to do this because I will direct you to our YouTube channel, in which we created in order to help educators learn on their own pacing. Because we're conducting live just today. We just finished our 3-day webinar series for Dumaguete, in particular private school in Dumaguete, in the Holy Cross High School. And slide recording also is found in our YouTube channel. So just visit our YouTube channel. It's very interesting because if you're recording yourself, you can see yourself, the student can see the teacher talking and the lesson. This one, I'm so excited to show you the real model. Seems like real, segmented. Okay, for a while, I will project my screen. There you go, guys. So it's a 3D model of the human heart. For example, if I will apply morph transition to this one, you see the heart is beating. If I will apply the morph transition, you can see the parts, the inner parts of the heart. So that is 3D model. All right. So I hope this is very interesting because your kid really love this one. Okay. So there you go, guys. How to avail Office 365 for free. Just take a picture, screenshot, or go back to this recording. It's in microsoft.com/en-us/education./products/office. Okay. And this one is for free. No expiration and no commitment. Just use your school domain. If you're using .edu, like for example in DepEd, we are using .gov.ph. Okay, and there's a support portal for you if you want to use Office 365. Microsoft provided you a portal for educator, even parents. And this one, I'm choosing this one because this is for parent support. Just visit the Microsoft Educator Center, and you can have this one, the Family Learning Center, where you can learn, will be guided on different lessons. Just take a screenshot and visit that one and have an account, register there and be a member of the educator portal. And you can avail the following activity by age 3 to 6, ages 6 to 9, ages 9 to 12, and of course, you can also create an example. Yes, there you go, guys. An example home learning schedule. They provided it also. No, it's so nice that Microsoft provided us with this support. I will show you an example of a schedule for homeschooling or distance learning. All right, so there you go. So, and also, please don't forget to visit our YouTube channel if you want to learn more on the special features of Office 365. This is my team, the Office 365 Rangers. And having said that, I would like to close this session with the following statement in Colossians 3:23. And whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men. Thank you and good evening. God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Sir Glenny. Those are really helpful, and we will check them out after this webinar for sure. Those innovative and fun features you have mentioned are useful to all of us in this time of crisis. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, kindly comment or click your heart and like buttons for thanking all of our speakers tonight. I'm sure all of you have a lot of questions in mind for our topics for tonight, and the speakers are ready in helping you answer them. This is the time to ask those questions. But before that, some little reminders for our open forum. Since we're having a limited time, we will only cater 3 questions, 1 per speaker. For easier facilitation, we ask you to ask questions through chat in the YouTube Live and Zoom chat box. Still continue to mute your mic, and I will be checking on the questions posted and ask them to the speaker for you. And also, there might be some questions which we can cater due to the lack of time, but we can assure you we will answer them through the COE hallway page. So any questions? I will also check for the YouTube. So the first question here goes to Miss Dr. Marivi. Dr. Marivi?
Yeah, I'm online. Yes.
The
Let's have
question
our
here
first question.
is the question here first is parental involvement is important, but would it be fair to ask for parents to do more? There are parents who are severely impacted by the pandemic economically and health-wise. Some may have lost their jobs. Some may have lost their loved ones. How should teachers collaborate with these parents as methods they use for other parents are not effective?
Okay. Okay. So, isa po yan, no? Thank you so much for the question. That is one of the realities that we have to face as teachers in terms of collaboration. So, to answer that, since that is one of the realities, we're not asking them to do more because the partnership we're giving them or we're collaborating and the partnership we're growing with these families, of course, hindi naman po yung full task force na teacher per se talaga sila ng mga anak nila. So when we speak of partnership, we give them a chance, no? We empower them to do some things, no, for their kids na ma-follow up yung assignment, no? Kahit sabihin mo na lahat naman, no, impacted with the pandemic, nawala ng trabaho, maraming concerns, or full-time workers sila, no? But that's the reason why na yung isi-share lang natin na empowerment for them to be as partners and as teachers of their kids, yung naaayon din sa yung kakayanan nila, no? Kaya nga we have to consider these factors that this teacher had seen, no? So kung ano lang po yung makaya ni teacher, ni parent being a teacher partner, so doon po natin sila i-empower. We're not asking for more. Actually, we're just making it more, let's say, clarified, no, na more emphasis na ito po yung pwede nilang gawin, follow up the assignment, No, kahit kumusta yung assignment anak, may nagawa, so magpi-feedback. Usually, what we did for this, we do more of feedbacking. So when we have the feedbacks, mas madali yung conversation, no? Ma-monitor agad ni teacher anong kailangan ng bata. At the same time, may assessment din siya kung ano ba yung parents, no? How is this going for a parent, no? Kung kaya ba o hindi. So ito naman third side, papasok yung ano ba yung intervention na gagawin. So it's case-to-case basis, but thank you for that question. So it's a reminder for us na we're not transforming parents to be exactly as teachers like us, partner natin sila. Parang nagkaroon tayo ng assistant teacher, no, or teacher aide sa classroom. Yun po. So did I miss? I guess she has 3 questions. Yung collaboration. So yun po. So kung ano lang po makaya ni parent. Yan lang po. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marvy, for that. The next question goes to Sir Ernani. Sir Ernani? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So the question here is, there are so many new apps or activities out there. What would you recommend for us teachers to learn first? One that is easy to learn and fun for the students at the same time.
Okay, what different applications that students can use?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, basically, I would recommend for teachers and students to use the Microsoft Office 365 and Microsoft applications. You can download it actually in Play Store, especially the Microsoft Teams. If aside from using Zoom is an application for online learning or distance learning. There is another one which is Microsoft Teams. I'm not comparing the two, Zoom and Microsoft Teams, but I found Microsoft Teams really effective when it comes to online platform. So, and then, ako kasi, as much as possible, I would like to focus on the availability of the resources. I don't like students to use applications which can be accessed on the internet because some of the applications sa internet shareware or freeware, meaning it only lasts for a few days, no? Kasi trial version, okay? If you can use or maximize the Microsoft Office, okay, there is better way pa na magagawa natin. If we have seen the PowerPoint presentation designed by Dr. Lim, PowerPoint lang yung ginamit niya doon. Pero we can use macro, the macro buttons sa Microsoft na pwede siyang mag-work na para siyang hindi na PowerPoint yung gamit. Okay? Kasi gagamit ka na ng code or program na magmumukha siyang ibang application na. Okay? But because you are using internet, marami pang ibang applications. Ano ba yung specific na gusto mong gawin? Halimbawa, for editing of pictures, okay? So search mo lang. For editing of pictures, actually, I'm using Photoshop. Other than that, meron pa. Okay? Anong gusto mong gawin? Kasi marami yun eh. So you have to learn first kung ano yung target mong gawin or gamitin na app. Then you search for it at maraming ibibigay na i-offer sa'yo na pwede mong gamitin. But basically, kung ako lang, I am recommending for you to use the Microsoft programs. Makikita mo siya sa Windows Store. Marami doon. Kung meron tayong Play Store, meron rin tayong Windows Store if you are using the Microsoft Office programs or Windows program. Yun.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ernani, for answering the question. And the last question goes to Sir Glenny. So, Sir Glenny, your question is actually joined questions. How much depth ed is paying every 365 account, sir? And can we use translate with a guaranteed exact thought in the language selected?
All right. So first, I would like to address the first question. As much as I would like to answer that one, I am not in the position to disclose such confidential about pricing with DepEd and Microsoft. It is between the central office and Microsoft Philippines. And of course, we are on the field and we do not know really. We are just Microsoft Education Ambassadors, where we are teaching with, we are promoting or advocating the teaching with technology, but with regards to, about pricing of about 365, they just introduced to us how to avail the Office 365 to help the educators in the Philippines how to avail the free version, the A1 license, because in DepEd we are availing the A3 license or subscription, and it has more applications compared to the A1. But A1 is already enough in terms of the productivity tools and capability to teach online and in distance learning while learning at home. So imagine, guys, Microsoft is so generous to give it away. Before, it will last only for 3 months as trial, but this time, if you have a school domain or site, you can avail this one for free, no commitment and lifetime. That's a help for because we're under the global pandemic. And also about the second question, can you repeat that second question, sir, Jory?
The question, sir, is can we use translate with a guaranteed exact thought in the language?
If you have seen my demo, yes, you can see there that if you're talking about the thought, yes, it's not a direct translation. It's translating the whole document and the thought of its content. But if you're translating only a selection, it will translate directly to the particular word it's being translated. So that's the answer of that question. I hope I was able to answer that question.
Thank you so much, Sir Glenny, for that. Now, for those who have more questions, kindly ping or message the Usj-R COE hallway page. Thank you so much to our dear speakers in answering the queries of our viewers or participants. Thank you also to those who asked some questions for the enlightenment of our session. Once again, kindly give Dr. Marivi, Dr. Ernani, and Sir Glenny full of likes, thumbs up, and hearts button. Again, speakers, thank you so much for imparting your knowledge and sharing them to all of us tonight. We are so grateful. Now, it is the moment you all been waiting for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marivi. Now it is the moment you all been waiting for. It is the trivia time. Again, 2 lucky winners will be given GCash worth 100 if you can answer them correctly. So here are the mechanics for our trivia. If you wish to answer our trivia questions, please comment your answers for those who are with us here in Zoom and YouTube Live. Next, I will alternatively give questions for participants in Zoom and in YouTube Live. For the winners, please message us at the COE hallway page with your complete name and your GCash account number. Are you ready? Thumbs up if you're ready. All right, so for the first question will be coming from the YouTube Live. So are you ready, YouTube Live? And with YouTube Live participants, for our question. First question is, where is it? The first question is, it is a teaching strategy designed to empower students to learn fully, effectively, efficiently, and with rewarding satisfaction. What do you think is the answer? Again, a teaching strategy designed to empower students to learn fully, effectively, efficiently, and with rewarding satisfaction. So we have the correct answer is flexible learning. Congratulations, Gretel Carolo. Miss Gretel Carolo, you've got the correct answer. Kindly PM the USG-R COE hallway page with your complete name and your GCash account number. Thank you so much, Miss Gretel. Now for the next question goes from the Zoom participants. Are you ready, Zoom participants? Show me your like button. All right, now for our Zoom participants, your question is, what are the three C's that help build successful partnership between teachers and parents? All right, so Acer got the correct answer. Wow, very fast. So congratulations, Acer. Kindly PM the USG-R COE hallway page. Very fast. And submit your GCash account number and your complete name. Thank you so much. I think you copy paste. Anyways, thank you so much. Now, to tell us more about the next and the last webinar session of the month, let us welcome the ever active, young at heart, and the best Zumba instructor and a faculty member of the Physical Education Department of the College of Education. We have Ms. Luana Castañares.
Good evening, everyone. In behalf of Usj-R College of Education, Center of Excellence in Teacher Education, we are inviting you once again for another Learn at Home webinar session with the topic, Rhetorical Moves and Linguistic Features of Research Articles Results and Discussion section, plus a special session on staying beautiful, fresh, and stress-free in the new normal. This will be on July 31, 2020. That's a Friday next week. Mark your calendar at 7 p.m. following our Philippine Standard Time. Of course, this will be facilitated by our qualified speakers. We have Dr. Jennifer C. Nueva, a Professor 3 at Central Mindanao University, a former Dean, Curriculum and Instruction at Central Mindanao University. And our second speaker is Ms. Roselyn Montes, the owner of Beauty Accent by Beauty Derm, also a former teacher of University of San Jose Recoletos Elementary Department. For more information on how to register for free, visit USJ-R College of Hallway page. So what are you waiting for? Register now, and I will see you in the next webinar session. Thank you and adelante.
Thank you so much, Ms. Luana. Next, to tell us more about the programs of the Special Education Department this coming school year, I would like to give the floor to Ms. Hannah Clarice Eliseo, a faculty member of the Special Education Department of the College of Education.
Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening everyone. Saint Ezekiel Moreno is the Special Learning Center of the University of San Jose Recoletos. We provide special education instruction to children with special needs. We cater students with autism spectrum disorder or ASD, intellectual disabilities including Down syndrome. We also cater students with ADHD, learning disabilities, and multiple disabilities. New in our department is schools. Schools stands for Spread Center to Home Optimal Online Solutions. We aim to bring to you special instruction to our children with special needs into their homes. Schools is our response to the uncertainty in special education by the pandemic. In this new normal, we offer an array of programs, inclusive to one-on-one settings through online sessions. Our programs are IEP based and we provide various opportunities for learning, not only on academic skills, but also on specific home living skills. Our special educators who are experienced in the field of providing individualized and specialized instructions adapt to the new normal to online classes. Because online special education is something that is new, if not most, to all of us, students, parents joining us tonight, we offer to you a 1 week free trial classes for those who are interested. This is free of any fees and obligation to enroll. For more information, please contact Ms. Eva de Vinagracia in 0917-798-8022 for more information. You may also send your queries and message through the USJR COE hallway page. Thank you so much, everyone, and adelante.
Thank you so much, Miss Hannah Clarice Eliseo. For more information about the College of Education of the University of San Jose Recoletos, its varied courses and majors we offer, and the amazing projects we have had, please visit our website at www.usjr.edu.ph or our FB page, USJR COE hallway page. Be part of our growing Hosenian family now. At this juncture, I would like to call our Dean of the College of Education of the USJR to give us his closing and synthesis of these webinar sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Dr. Justoni P. Babia.
Hi again, my dear audience from the rest of the Philippines. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. So we are now at the third session of our COE Learn at Home webinar series, and we successfully finished the three very interesting topics for this evening. We have learned from our session the interconnectedness of these topics, and we learned from our first speaker the various strategies of parent and teacher collaboration and how this parent and teacher collaboration can actually be utilized successfully in designing 21st century learning, teaching and learning activities. And at the same time, we've also learned that the 21 CLD can actually be maximized by using a very specific ICT learning modality or strategy, which is the Office 365. Now, our first speaker have shared that parent and teacher partnership should really entail collaboration. And of course, yes, that's the big word for this evening. It's really about collaboration. And that's one of the three C's that our speaker has shared a while ago. And another C that is very important is communication, in which there's really an open communication between a parent and a teacher in order to develop new ways and means for the child to effectively achieve the competencies and standards of the curriculum. And we've also learned from our speaker that consistency is very important, consistency in terms of collaboration and in terms of communication, in order that this flow of interaction will be effectively used as a means to further enhance and develop the child's capacity towards learning. And of course, other strategies that our speaker has shared also is of the importance of flexibility and accessibility. So it's very important that the parents and the teachers at the same time should really know the whereabouts of their children through addressing the constant gaps and looking at how accessible the information is from the family. And at the same time, teachers should be aware how this information can be used in order to achieve or in order to improve students' problems, perhaps, or in provide solutions to students' problems in school or even at home. So we've also learned from our speaker, therefore, that these are very important and essential elements and strategies in order for us to give our children the opportunity to grow and the freedom to explore new things and experiences. And with a positive collaboration that is being created between the teacher and parents, we've learned from our second speaker that solving real world problems, which includes very importantly the parents, not only the teachers, in the pandemic can actually be practiced through the 21st century learning design or the CLD. And again, our speaker still mentions about the importance of collaboration. And at the same time, we've also learned from our speaker that there are different levels of ICT integration in the classroom. And looking at it at the basis of research, there were four levels of ICT influencers or users. So it could be emerging, it could be applying, infusing, and transforming. However, the very goal is to achieve the transformation level or transforming level so that we can achieve collaboration at the same time, critical thinking skills, creativity, ICT, and communication skills. However, it's a danger, which our speaker has mentioned a while ago, that 21st century learning design will never be achieved if the only focus is on the basic ICT skills and not on the pedagogy. The pedagogy, or the way how the teaching and learning process is delivered, integrating and mainstreaming information and communication technology is very, very essential. And that is what we've learned from our second speaker. And of course, our third speaker also presented a very innovative and dynamic tool which can be used as part and parcel in achieving the 21st century learning design, and that is the use of the Office 365 in teaching and learning. And we've realized and we've come to know, I just knew some of these applications, that it can really be fun and innovative. And using Office 365, just like with the previous presentation, can actually be a tool and a way for us to become to achieve the transforming level. And of course, this transforming level can be clearly achieved still with collaboration to achieve other skills necessary for 21st century learning, and that is critical thinking, creativity, communication, and skills. However, we've also learned that responsible use of these tools must be observed, and that is, it should be fitting, environmentally appropriate, and should be based on the child's needs and learning interest. And therefore, we all should remember, parents, teachers, and students, that positive collaboration is really an essential element in achieving the 21st century learning skills and designs to effectively facilitate critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and effective communication. With that, I wish to thank our three dear speakers who are actually internationally renowned speakers. Of course, not only here, but international, no? So hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi hindi sa ibang bansa. So maraming salamat po, Mama Revelim, Dr. Ernani, and Dr. Glenny, for sharing your time and expertise to us. Indeed, you are really experts in the field, and we are very much honored for the time you've really spent to us voluntarily. And I'd like to use this opportunity once again for those who have not yet informed their friends, their colleagues, their classmates, or their children, their sons and daughters, who would like to become teachers in the field and be part of the growing team of experts in the field of teaching the 21st century learning experience. Of course, the College of Education is very much open and is very much willing to welcome all of you and be part of our growing dynamic force. So visit Usj-R COE hallway page for more information of our programs in the undergraduate and the graduate programs, for you to be, of course, at the same time updated with all our other offerings. And with that, before I'll say thank you, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Usj-R College of Education. And please don't forget to hit the notification bell. There's a notification bell that will be for you to be redirected so that you can subscribe and be updated with our latest educational developments and just installed all for you. So thank you so much, and once again, good evening.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gistoni Babia. Just a little announcement for everyone for our next webinar. The next webinar session will be in YouTube na. So all sessions will be in YouTube. And to facilitate easily the e-certificate distribution, I would like to inform everyone that the link for the e-certification admission form will be shown through video. So you will see it at the Usj-R COE hallway page. Also, please encode correctly your email addresses and your complete name so that you will receive your e-certificate without problems. The committee could not handle all concerns, so we would request you to check your submissions. Please complete your respective form within 1 hour. No more entertaining of e-certificates after the time is indicated. Thank you for your consideration. Once again, kindly visit the COE hallway page for your e-certificate submission. There's also a new way to access them, the QR code. So if you have any concerns, please message us at the COE hallway page. Once again, thank you. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our webinar tonight. Thank you again to everyone who is attending. It has been a fruitful webinar to all of us. We do hope that you will attend the next webinar next Friday. Have a blessed evening. Enjoy the rest of the night and enjoy your weekend. Adelante.